Awesome. Okay, cool. Let me share my screen. Hello, everybody. Today is Wednesday, March 13th. We're on day 10 of the Chatbot Challenge. This is going to be part 2 of setting up Go High Level. And just to reiterate, if you already have Go High Level, if you already have an agency and you don't want to sit through today, I totally understand. But if you do sit through and you have used Go High Level before, feel free to chime in with any ideas or thoughts or better ways to do things that I'm doing, because I'm just trying to show everyone how to do a bunch of the tedious stuff that is required to set up your own agency, let alone if you're providing services to other agencies. If you need help at any time throughout today, just raise your hand. I'll try to see it here and give you a hand. All right, cool. This is filling up. We got 7 people. All right, let's go. If you weren't here yesterday, I'll share. All these notes are shared in the challenge. I'm going to start today by sharing these notes again. They're a little shorter than yesterday because we did accomplish a bit yesterday. Okay. This is workflowy, which I love. Okay, so I'm going to paste this into the chat for everybody. This is where the notes are. Okay. Awesome. So we're on day 10, part 2 of setting up Go High Level. We talked about actually signing up for Go High Level. We're not going to do that today. We did it yesterday. Here's my affiliate link, which would be awesome if you got your 2-week trial through me, or you can just go to gohighlevel.com or get Go High Level. Just search for Go High Level and sign up on your own. You don't have to use my affiliate link. We talked about the difference between sub accounts and your agency account, and then we started setting up our domain name and emails. So that's where we kind of left off yesterday. So that's where we're going to start up today, and hopefully we can get this finished today and move on from Go High Level. Okay, any questions before we go? Awesome. Okay, so here's where we left it yesterday. Here is my brand new Go High Level install for my Agent Chatter website. I will tell you that I couldn't find, I registered Agent Chatter through a different email that has nothing to do with my personal email, so it's kind of lost. I couldn't do the email that I was trying to set up either. That's lost. So I started over. So I did get a new name. I got a new name called agentchatter.top. Why? Because it was super cheap, and I don't feel like buying domain names for this demo again and again. So we're going to set that up right now. Okay. So we are on step 3, setting up our domain name. Remember, this is our sub account for Agent Chatter, and there's the agency view. We talked about this yesterday. If you don't know about it, feel free to look at yesterday's recording. Okay. All right. So since I did get a new domain name, which is here, and I also got email through GoDaddy, so we're not going to get into setting up your email. Wait. Oh, I did pay for it. Sorry. Okay. And this is what it looks like when you have a ton of domains. And this is why we're going to use Cloudflare right now to get out of this GoDaddy. Oh, nuts. Where is it? All right, folks. Technical difficulties. One sec. Oh, here it is. Okay, cool. All right. So here is the purchase domain that I got on GoDaddy. If you get a GoDaddy domain, it's going to look like this. All right. Cool. All right. So now what we want to do is we want to connect Cloudflare to our domain. This is where we left off yesterday. So I'm going to open up Cloudflare, and Cloudflare is a way to manage your domain names in a much better way. Okay. I'm going to log into Cloudflare. And 1 sec here, please. what the deal is here. All right. So we are going to, this is Cloudflare. If you get your domain somewhere else, we want to connect it to Cloudflare so we can then connect it to Go High Level. So I'm going to do add a site. I'm going to add a domain name. Tony Roberts. The domain name is agentchatter.net. I want to do the free down here. You don't need to pay for this, and you do this with every domain. Takes a sec. There we go. Okay. So it tells you what to do. It's going to search my DNS records here on GoDaddy. Going to give me some simple instructions. So it's going to add these records for me. You don't have to really do anything here. Okay. This is all you need to know how to do. And this you can do for yourself and for any client where you need to manage their DNS and they're using another hosting company for their domain. Okay. This is really important. This is the meat of Cloudflare. Okay. So all you got to do is whatever place your website is hosted at, you want to manage the DNS. And this is where, if you don't know what DNS is, this is the guts of a domain name and where you set all these weird things up to make email work, forwarding work, subdomains work. It is technical. Luckily, we're going to automate this. Okay. But in order to do that, we need to connect our domain to Cloudflare. And here's how you do it. Cloudflare is giving us instructions to change the name servers. Every domain has a name server. Okay. These are GoDaddy's name servers. I'm going to change them. And yes, this is somewhat risky. So, be aware that if your client is already using their domain for something else, you should know what you're doing. I'm going to click, I'll use my own name servers. I'm going to copy the first name server from Cloudflare. Paste. I copy the second name server name from Cloudflare. I'm going to paste it in here. And I'll do save. I'm going to continue. Success. My request is in progress. So it does take a little bit. So this is going to change. GoDaddy, whatever SiteGround, whatever you want, is going to change over their name servers to here. Okay. And in order for this to work, it's going to, I don't think it's going to be ready yet, but you'll check the name servers. Wait a few hours. That's not usually accurate. Okay, cool. So now that we have our name server going here, let's go back and continue on with Go High Level. Any questions on where I've gone so far with doing the Cloudflare? No? Awesome. Because this is a annoying technical step that's really cool to know. Not everyone knows how to do this.
Hey, Josh,
Yes.
this is Justin.
Hi, Justin.
Hey, while you're there, do you want to show these guys how to do their DMARC and everything else while you're there? Or are you going to do that later on?
That's a great question. So Justin's talking about these new rules that came into place, I think, in the beginning of last month or this month, where you have to have all these settings in your DNS for your email to not get considered spam. Yeah, so you know what? I don't know if I'm going to do that today if we have enough time, but I am going to do that, Justin. If you've done it before, maybe it's something you could help walk us all through, because it's one of those other skills that if you know how to do this as an agency owner, it's an awesome thing to know how to do, or else you're going to be paying someone $45, $95 again and again to do this setup for you. So great point. I'll make a note of this in here.
Yeah, it's real easy.
Okay, cool. So DMARC setup, and I'll put this in here. Yeah, so let's see if we can get the DMARC setup. Okay, but let's continue with our domain name. We're kind of just waiting now for the DNS to kick in, because if it doesn't kick in, we can't really do anything. I'm going to refresh this page. It's really quick. Oh, only checking once per hour. So I'm going to continue and just see what happens. So when you continue, I'm going to do get started. It's going to go through. So automatic HTTPS rewrite. If people enter HTTP, it'll automatically rewrite it as HTTPS. I would keep that on. I'm going to save that. I don't know what this is. I don't really mess with it, but it says it speeds up page load time. So I'll say, okay, cool. Always use HTTPS. I think you do want that on. So this means that the S is secure and you want your domain secure. So I'm going to save that. Save that. Finish. Okay. I'll check the name servers again. Ah, darn it. Well, I feel that it's working. I'm going to test it. We'll see what happens. All right. So now we want to connect. Now that our domain name is hooked up with Cloudflare, you kind of just got to wait, but let's see if it works because doesn't take an hour. So I'm going to go over to my Go High Level, the sub account for Agent Chatter, okay, which is the domain we want to hook up, okay. And the business website is agentchatter.net, not .com. That costs $64,000. I checked. Save that, okay. And let's go to settings at the bottom here. You hit settings in the sub account view for Agent Chatter. I'm going to go to domains. This is where we're going to add a domain and see if Cloudflare kicked in yet. I don't have any domains, so I'm going to add one. I'm going to do agentchatter.net. I also want to add www. This will forward www.agentchatter.net to agentchatter.net. I know people have problems with the people not typing www and whatnot, so I think this will help fix that, but don't hold me to that. Anyone want to chime in on this little button here? Justin, James, anyone? All right, well, I like to keep this on. I'm going to hit continue. Let's see what it says. I'm confident that it's going to be set up. Oh, what do you know? It's so fast. So I'm going to authorize the domain, right? I'm using Cloudflare. It's going to make me log in with Cloudflare on a different browser. So I'm using a different browser. Okay, so let's see if I can do that. Cool. So this is an automated wizard. Authorize. So you have to just make sure you know what just want to double check that it's a human and you're doing this because it is going to change things. I'm going to authorize and delete the conflicts. Authorizing. Take 30 seconds. I'm confident it's going to work. And that's how you connect a domain name from any web service like GoDaddy, SiteGround, whatever, and using Cloudflare, connecting it to Go High Level. And we're going to use Cloudflare again. Couldn't find CNAME record pointing. Undefined. Okay, try it again. This does happen occasionally. There'll be errors in an automated wizard. If there is a problem, I'll show you how to fix it. This is one of the most technical parts of using Go High Level, is this and email. It's not couldn't find name record point, da, 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 da. Okay, that's fine. Try it again. Let's go to Cloudflare. There we go. Authorize. What happened? Cloudflare. Authorize DNS records from lead connector. I keep doing this and it's blanking. Oh, okay. Let's see what happens. All right, that's not working properly. Hold on one sec, folks. Cloudflare. Oh, I see. Because it's in the URL. Let's try and do this domain connect. I just want to go to the dashboard. Agentchatter.net pending name server update. Okay, let's double check that to see how GoDaddy is working. Sometimes it could be GoDaddy. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's over here. So it could be GoDaddy. Let's double check, make sure that this worked. Remember, these need to. Okay, so those are right. I think it's just we didn't wait long enough. Okay.
I found out that in the past that GoDaddy and Cloudflare take about an hour to two sometimes.
All right. Thanks, Justin.
Namecheap, Namecheap is the fastest. It usually works within 30 seconds.
Good to know. So I'm on GoDaddy because I've been using it for years and years, and I just have all my stuff there. Justin suggesting, and yeah, he's right. So get your domains with Namecheap. They're cheaper. Apparently, their DNS is faster and integrates quicker with Cloudflare, so you can get started right away. So I didn't do that, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to just wait a bit. But in the meantime,
now don't forget you can buy your domains through Cloudflare, and I checked, and they're about the same, maybe $1 difference between Cloudflare and Namecheap. So it's really
instant, right? When you do your DNS,
yeah, and it's instantly.
All right, you know what? This is going to annoy me, so I'm going to buy a new domain name. All right, so everyone's watching. You're going to get to see me do this again. Yeah, 24 hours to ownership. I don't want to deal with that stuff. I bet you I'm getting emails. All right, let's do this. But if you're working with an agency, just be aware that you will have to deal with this. For purposes of time, I'm going to do it again and just buy a new domain name. This is not necessarily a DNS course. So I'm going to, I want to go to the root. I'm going to go to domain registration, register domains. I'll do, let's see. Jeez, agent chatter. But then I got to buy email again. I've already paid for it, but whatever. Agent chatter dot top. I learned that's a domain, a subdomain or top level domain that's cheap. Agent chatter dot top's not available because I already bought it somewhere. I bought so many domain names in the last day that I can't remember. Let's do this one. All right. .net purchase. All right, now I got to sign all the stuff again. No, country, United States. Sorry, folks. I know I did this yesterday, but technical difficulties do happen, and more than likely they happen right here in your domain and email. So you get to watch. You do it again and again, and you'll learn really, really well on how to set up Go High Level and email and domains. Okay, I live in Illinois. My postal code. I'll just use a new card here. Enable automatic renewals. No, I don't want to do that. I'll use this one. Wait, folks. Oh, great. That's awesome. You guys can see how much I'm paying. Verify address. Okay, let me just get my name. Okay, verify address. Verify address. Okay, complete purchase. Oop, darts. Hope I don't see any unwanted charges on there. All right, this should work. Fingers crossed, so we can move on from this annoying step of setting up your agency, anyone's agency, any client. Domain name management. All done. All right. Awesome. So apparently this domain's already in Cloudflare. We don't have to connect it or do anything. So I'm going to add this new domain to Go High Level. All right, let's do it again. See how fast this is. Agentchatter-chatter.net. Continue. I'll have a website up in the next 5 minutes. Or it kills me. All right, verify records. Even this little interface here is slightly different. I'm seeing than it was last time I did this. That's cool. Any questions? Group. Oh, what's the deal? Well, couldn't find a CNAME record pointing undefined agentchatter.net. That's irritating. Well, it must take longer. All right. Well,
Yeah,
while we're doing that, what'd you say?
I think it was the 30 seconds. But
Yeah.
but I'm not sure.
I know this is the most boring class ever. I apologize, but This is the real world. Could not find a CNAME record. What's going on? I probably haven't even set this up yet is why. Let's see here. Configuration. Go to DNS. Manage domains. Where's my new domain? Oh, gee whiz. I might have to do this day again. What the what? Huh. Why do I feel like something's broken?
Try refreshing high level and see if that helps.
Well, this is Cloudflare. Where's the domain I just purchased? There it is. Thank you. Well, it probably took, I'm just impatient. So if you're doing this and you're impatient, this is what happens every time. All right, let's see. Update DNS. Let's see what DNS. There we go. So I go to DNS for agent chatter. Okay, cool. It's got the right. Yeah. Okay, cool. So now let's try this again. Agent chatter. I will clear my cache. So yeah, this is a lot of times you just got to clear your cache. It's an irritating. I don't feel like doing that just yet because I got to do the password. See if this works. I swear we're going to get past this as a group. Thanks for everyone sticking with. This is so boring. But now you won't have to bug me if you're trying to do this on your own because you're going to see me making all the mistakes. What? The what?
Did you set those CNAMEs and ANAMEs up?
I didn't. It should do it for me, shouldn't it? That's what
If you do
connecting
it,
the
if you do
domain
it the other
does.
way, if you do it the other way, it will. If you have to be logged in already before you go in and do the DNS.
Logged into
And
what?
Cloudflare or
I am.
GoDaddy. So you chose the manual path. So since you chose the manual path in high level, it's wanting you to add the CNAME and ANAME name.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So you can't. Oh, so you're saying do it manually and just kind of. Okay. So we're going to do this manually.
Which is way faster.
Yeah. Good. We'll do it manually because obviously I'm having problems. So I have to add these records. I see. This was a human error. This window kept coming up again and again, and I didn't read the instructions. It says set up your domain manually. So here's what you do. I need to add these two records into GoDaddy. So let's just do this real quick, make it a little easier to see. And then I'll do this over here.
Was that the GoDaddy site or was that the Cloudflare?
I'm sorry, the Cloudflare site. The Cloudflare site, my bad. Okay. So on this side, I have Cloudflare because I purchased agent-chatter.net. Forget GoDaddy. You can use GoDaddy. This will all work the same. Okay. So I need to add these two records to the DNS, which is over here in Cloudflare, which we moved on purpose. Let me move this. Okay. So I want to add a record here. Very simple. I'm going to add a record. This is telling me I need to add a record with the host name at. You can just copy it here. Paste. And then I need to add this value. Copy. Paste. I turn off proxy status. It seems to be faster, and that's how I was taught how to do it. Any thoughts on that, anyone, before I hit save? Okay, cool.
I was taught the same way. Turn it off.
Yeah, okay. Turn proxy status off. I think that caches it less, so I turn it off. I'm going to hit save. And then I need to add one more. This is a CNAME record. I'm going to copy the www. So I need to add a record. I need to change the type to www. CNAME. CNAME record with the name www. And then this required value. Turn off proxy status. I'm going to hit save. That's it. Now, watch what happens when I hit verify records. It will come back working. Thank you for your help. And this is something, I'm doing this forever and I was having tons of problems right now. So you saw how we solved the problem by not using the built-in wizard, which apparently is slightly different. I wasn't used to it. It gave me flat out instructions in front of my face to add it manually. And it's still not working. Oh, there it goes. It worked. Awesome. Just have to wait a second. I don't have any funnel. I don't have any website going on. So just to prove that this worked, I want to do that, or else it'll drive me crazy. There is my domains in here. I'm going to real quickly. This is not a lesson in making websites. I just want to show you how easy this is. I'll do websites. I'll make a new website. I will start from scratch. I'll call it test. And I'm going to go high level for agent chatter. Because we're not done setting up our agency now that we have our DNS in here. So that's the next step. But I just want to show you how awesome this is. So I'm going to add a new page. We'll call it home, path, whatever, home, create new page. Next week, when we get into making demos and stuff, we'll do this again. We'll make cool web pages. Oh, wait, do this thing I do, create from blank. And I'll just do hello world. I'll do a small, I'll add in the row. I'll add in the headline, and it's going to say hello world. Yay. Save that. It's going to publish it. So I don't have anything connected to my domain. So that's where I'm going to do it. I'm going to connect it to agentchatter.net, not www. Remember, everything is going to be pointing to agent chatter. The www is not needed. Hit save. And if I go to drumroll, please, to agentchatter.net. Rah! Let's see here. Insane. What does it do?
Hey, I just heard from a good technical friend that they're having some domain troubles right now.
Well, thank you, James. My God, I was going to go nuts. Okay, guys. So I have a feeling that today's class was an exercise in futility. But if you've never started an agency yet, these kind of things happen all the time, where other things are breaking. It's not your fault. That's why we couldn't do the auto connect. It's not recognizing things. Apologies all around. Of course, I didn't expect a technical error, but it is the real world. This stuff happens. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I can't really move forward without connecting the domain. But what I can do is I can spend the rest of the class taking anybody's questions, doing screen shares, or whatever. I'm actually going to stop this recording and start another recording, because this kind of is a blown day, and we'll have to repeat this tomorrow, because this is a super crucial step. Just to show you what we were going to do, we're going to get the domain set up, and then to make our agency work, we were going to use our Cloudflare connection to do all this stuff here. Fill out all this stuff here, your white label domain, your API, your privacy policy, things like that. We're not going to get to do that because it's not fully working. So I apologize. I'm going to stop the recording. Actually, I don't know how to stop the recording. Oh, there we go.